Here's another one I did for a client for consulting. And again, what we did is we broke down for them, it was they have farm water. For, you know, this is what this is my requirement, these are my objectives. So we broke it down into farm water, and we broke it down into household water. Okay, so for their needs, that's really what was required. And so we went through the whole business. They didn't have any ponds in at all. They had some seasonal flow. They had no check dams, and they had no rainwater catchment at all. So we put in all those things, or we're in the process of putting in all those things. Swales with productive tree systems, and gravity-fed water. So lots of ways that we can improve our water situation. These are the major things we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about some principles, and you can read this, but we're going to go through all of these and really hit on them on ways that you can really improve your property. I hope, again, that you walk away from this with, again, that overall objective of, okay, how my water situation, how can I improve it? What's my primary, secondary, etc. for each element? And then that's something specific I'd like you to walk away with. I'm hoping that you do. You're like, that, for my situation, is going to be really important. Maybe that's a gray water system into a rain garden, something like that. Okay? So let's do that. So principles. These are really, really great. These are something that we need to think about deeply. So observe. I'm going to go through them, each one. Observe, start at the highest point possible. Start small and simple. And I'm going to be re-emphasizing these throughout. Slow, spread, and soak. You're going to hear me say that about 20 times today. Plan for overflow and manage as a resource. This is really important. Maximize living ground cover and continually reassess. So look at this picture down here. I took that about 3 or 4 weeks ago up here. What are your observations on that picture? Any thoughts?
Multiple levels.
Okay, multiple levels. This is a terraced, it's a fenced-in terraced food forest. So you can't tell because it's a really young food forest, but there's 40, 50 trees planted in there, productive fruit, nut trees, lots of berry bushes, and lots of other plants, pollinator attractors, things like that. All planted within there, but they're very young, so you can't see them. But yeah, it's on terrace. Okay, what else?
Where the water is, the snow is melted off.
Okay, good. So we have areas where the snow is melted off, all right? What else? What does that tell you?
It's warmer there.
It's warmer there. Very good. Which direction? Everything? Can anybody figure out which direction this is facing?
It's facing south. Across the fall line.
Not south.
North.
No.
Because it's the south slopes that are.
This right here, we are standing on my porch, and we're facing west. Okay, south is over here, so the sun's up over here, and look where the sun's shining. As it comes across the sky, it's hitting over here, melting the snow on this side, and therefore that's warmer. So here's my conclusion from looking at this picture. I've got a drier side over here, and it's a little bit warmer, which means the soil warms up faster in the spring. I've got a wetter side, and it's wetter and it's cooler, and the soil is not going to warm up so fast. Okay, and what you can't see though is that all these tall trees over here, and that's why the sun's only getting to this portion of the food forest. Okay, but these are the types of observations that we need to be looking at on our property. We can look at those things and know a lot. You can talk to my wife. I'm kind of ridiculous when it's raining around here. You'll just find me like walking around the property in the rain. Look at the water's flowing in that ditch right there. Look at that. That's amazing. And we're seeing where the water breaks, and okay, it's coming down this way, and it's falling off that way, and this is right at the point where it's to the apex, and the water's falling off this way as well. Okay? So these are our principles. We're going to be talking about these more as we go through.